So I'm here on the balcony. Well, not a balcony, it's a rooftop actually. And before you take the piss, yes, I am wearing a blue hat with a blue top. But pretty nice up here, but nice and peaceful. Unlike the other video where I had to wear headphones. So I thought I'd come somewhere quiet for this video. Now, I'm looking through the CoinGecko app, and this video will go out a day early, so no doubt with crypto it'll probably go crazy tomorrow. But I'm looking through. I don't know if you can see this particularly, but there isn't a whole lot happening at the moment in crypto. And we keep getting closer to the 78-week mark, which is what I keep talking about all the time. And the 78-week mark is the day of the Bitcoin halving, or the week of the Bitcoin halving. 78 weeks later, the last two times has been the top of the market, i.e. the total crypto market cap. The total crypto market cap, as I look at it now, is 3.8 trillion. And I've heard ridiculous predictions out there as usual. We've had, I think, 100 trillion Raoul Pal, whatever his name is saying, which means that we're only 3.8% towards that total. I don't think it's going to get to 100 trillion this bull run. Maybe eventually, obviously, when the world's dominated by AI stocks and crypto, i.e. Nvidia, Meta, Google, Microsoft, IBM, all these big tech companies, and crypto. But that might not be 10, 20 years. But now, what does this mean for your altcoins? What does this mean for Bitcoin? What does this mean for all the coins that we have? I'm looking through the coins I've got. A lot of them down recently, but overall they're all up, which is good. Ethereum up, Litecoin up, BTC up, Aave up, Keter up. Are we going to see everything go crazy? Because people are still talking about the 10x, the 20x, 30x, the 40x. I've said a million times, and I've posted this in the Telegram group. I do not think that you should plan for a 20x, a 30x this bull run. If you plan for lower, i.e. even a 3 or 4x is insane if you think about the traditional markets. And I'll always get a comment saying, I didn't get into crypto to do this, I'd rather just lose all my money. It's like, all right, fair enough then. You do that. The market is in a way maturing, but also with it maturing is the fact that you've got too many altcoins. And yes, we are going to get 20x's, 30x's with some coins, but not all. Not every coin can do that, because the market cap ain't going to 100 trillion this bull run, which is probably what it would have to go to for every single person's altcoin to go crazy. There's just not enough money, unfortunately, to rise it to that. Now, of course you can play the long game with BTC, with ETH, but everyone wants to play the altcoin market, obviously, in the bull run. And I've said that I am taking profits as I go up with my altcoins. And I've done hundreds of videos now, still going to get comments of people saying, what profits? My altcoins are down. And if we're at this stage now, I mean, the 78-week mark, I'm not saying it's going to be the exact top of the market, but if you look at all the stats for the bull run in terms of how long it lasts, there's only so long, in my opinion, that you can have an altcoin and it's still not being in profit. Like, how long can you hold your coin and it's still doing bad? Cut your losses. I mean, I've said I had gaming coins, I think it was this time last year, and guess what I did? I just cut my losses with Alluvium was one of them. Axie Infinity was the one that did really well last bull run. I remember speaking about it on this channel ages ago. Games for a Living, Myria, all these gaming coins, and they've all done terrible, but I just cut my losses. Did I make a profit? No. But I think some people just hold on to the coins for so long, hoping that something will happen. And people get impatient with crypto. I know some people that have given up with crypto, and what they've done is sell all the crypto and think, right, well, I'm going to get out of crypto. I'm going to put it into a stocks and shares ISA in the UK because you're not taxed on any profits, and you've got an annual limit of putting in, I think it's 12k. So what they're doing is, well, I'm not buying Bitcoin, I'm going to buy MicroStrategy, which is the company that Michael Saylor owns that just buys Bitcoin. But guess what? Bitcoin has actually beaten, in the last 12 months, the last 6 months certainly, Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy for gains. So trying to outsmart the market in crypto sometimes does not happen. And you've got to have patience, because in crypto you can have nothing for weeks, then it all goes crazy, and you've got to be ready for that crazy point, because when the crazy point comes, you've got to take profits. And I say this to the guys in the group, my community, all the time: when the crazy point comes, you've got to take some action when everything goes up. The crazy point happened last time, and I'm just looking now on this iPad. I took profits with Aave, took profits with Kita, and through that you can see it was a good decision already, because I took profits, everything went down, and here we are again. I could buy back in, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave the profits that I've got at the moment. And that's the way you've got to be with crypto. Of course, you can. I could just hold, for example, Aave. I've still got Aave to take profits on in this bull run. You could argue that I could leave it and think, right, well, leave it 5 years and it'll be worth more, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee, because it's still not reached its all-time high from the last bull run. So I'm going to continue taking profits for that coin. But when we look at BTC and ETH, what does that mean for them? I don't think we're going to have 500k Bitcoin this bull run. Neither do I think we're going to have a 50k ETH, which I've been seen bandied about. Eventually, I do think it will happen. They are the gold and silver of crypto, and I don't see any coin in this bull run overtaking them. And I don't care what the coin is, whether it's XRP, Solana, BNB, whatever it is, I don't think it's going to happen. But overall, if you don't know what my principles are that I stick to, it's the fact that if you're picking coins that are outside the top 150, they're really low market cap, that you think they're going to do a stupid gain, the majority don't. And if you think you can just buy a coin and hold it for 5 years and the price be higher, again, it's not the normal market. Historically, only BTC and ETH have done this, and ETH's only just back at its all-time high from 4 years ago. And a lot of coins still aren't at their all-time highs from the previous bull run, 4 or 5 years ago. So if you think I can just buy a coin, you can just buy a coin today, and it'll be higher in 5 years. There's no guarantee. That's why we play the altcoin market. That's why my strategy personally is playing the altcoin market this bull run and holding BTC ETH long term, and then, you know, in the future loan against it, depending on what the outlook is in the financial aspect. But if you're sat there and you own a load of shit coins and they've done nothing and everything's going down on your portfolio, just sit and think, is it better to have short-term pain, long-term gain, or, you know, just DCing in to your coin as it just falls to oblivion, which a lot of these coins will do? Your choice, because if you think your coin that is ranked 300 by market cap will be worth more in 5 years, I would not like to know what happens to that, especially with the amount some people put into them, which is insane because of the YouTube videos maybe they watch of particular influencers or whatever. Not a good idea. But that's it for me today. I am going to go down to the bar, have a beer, and keep refreshing my crypto portfolio. No, I'm joking. I'm just going to watch some football on my iPad. Anyway, that's it for me today. If you do like my content, like, subscribe. See you all very soon.